I just received a few messages from some people who seem to not like how I start off these groundbreaking masterpieces. And they want to know why I have to continually recite the deconstructing argument. And for them, I will simply say this. When you go to the movie, you sit through the previews. It's a normal part of the process. You may not like it, but it is what it is. And I will continually produce these masterpieces. And I will continue to offer the opportunity for anyone to take it apart. Because even though there are a small segment of people who understand and get where I'm coming from, the mass majority have not been able to digest it. For it is for the mass majority that I continue to put that forth so that the ground rules will be understood. Saying that, I want to finish up on my part 2 on this minstrel show that took place at the Billboard Music Awards last night. A depiction of complete savagery. A savagery that the Afro-American Negro community not only endorses, but supports and have become co-conspirators with. So the degradation of black females is co-signed by black women themselves. Because, again, as I said, they remain silent about this. The degradation of not only black women, but black men has been co-signed by these brothers, many of whom were able to get an erection off of this complete display of savagery. And I'm going to say something to you brothers, and it pains me to say this, but it must be said nonetheless. A lot of you brothers are really fucked up. I understand this because, as I've said, I've studied you people, and I know that many of you did not have your father presently occupying a dominant role in your life. And this has fucked y'all up. This is the reason why a lot of you brothers cry, whine, bitch, moan, complain along the same lines as a female. This is the reason why you think and problem solve along the same lines as a female. This is the reason why if you get in any kind of debate with y'all, you always have to have the last word, which is clearly a female trait, but it is being occupied and dominated by you black men. You gossip, backbite, just like women. And I understand this because the many of you brothers were reared by women, be it your mothers, your biological mothers, your aunts, an older sister. You've had nothing but women around you. And because you didn't have men present in your life, you have no idea. And your outlook on what a man is has been given to you by a female, which is something that cannot be done. It can't happen. This is the reason why many of you brothers have absolutely no control over your dick. And it is your dick that continuously has you in problems, be it because you went out and got 4 or 5 babies by 6 different women, or be it because you caught a case of some sexual assault or, God forbid, rape. You have no control over your dick. And everybody knows this. The only thing that a black man can do is fuck. This is only, well, take that back. Outside of dunking a basketball, catching a football, and cracking jokes. This is one thing you can do. But this is the image that you Negroes have co-signed. This is the image that you promote because this is the image that the people that you embrace, they project. You don't do anything to try to offset this image. This is the reason why you heard a lot of brothers with that Nicki Minaj performance talking about, her ass may be fake, but I'll still hit it. Or her ass, I don't know if it's real, but I still been in. This is where you Negroes are, which really is not that surprising. It's not that surprising. I remember a white female, and she was bragging to me about all of the brothers that was trying to get with her. She was happy that she was garnering all this attention from men, black men. And I had to inform her, you shouldn't really be that proud of that, because black men, for the most part, will stick their dick anywhere. They'll stick it in a light socket if you put hair around it. This is what you brothers do. You brothers have no control. You brothers have no discipline. You brothers are some of the most undisciplined creatures, save your black female. And this is the reason why you can't critically analyze that minstrel show that took place last night and put it within a historical context of degradation of not only you, but your woman. But you'll sit back and you'll embrace this shit. And what's troubling about this is that many of you brothers have daughters. Many of you brothers have nieces. Many of you brothers have women in your life that you claim you're interested in, but yet you will support the total degradation of them by applauding this filth that took place last night. And that's what I'm calling. I'm calling it filth. And for you Negroes not to understand that in historical context means that you Negroes are indeed what I have been calling y'all, and what y'all get mostly offended about, savage. Because the number one trait of a savage is that it doesn't have critical thinking skills. If you catch a savage beast, it acts on impulse. This is what a savage does. It doesn't understand norms and mores of society. It doesn't understand sanctions. It doesn't understand that I can't stop in the middle of the sidewalk and take a dump. No, this is supposed to be reserved for civilized human beings. But since y'all don't understand this stuff, and y'all can't put everything in context and use critical thinking skills, y'all have allowed yourselves to fall back into the mold of an uncivilized savage. And you support savagery from your woman being on the world stage, giving a lap dance, bending over like she's fingering herself, to a dysfunctional ape with tattoos all over his body, all over his cowhide skin, dreads hanging off his old empty head, and a mouthful of gold, walking around in pajama bottoms. I mean, are you serious? I mean, this is what you Negro, this is what our ancestors endured, so that in 2013, this is the way you Negroes can project yourselves? You mean to try to tell me that our ancestors endured what they endured, and we stand on their shoulders of their sacrifices, only so that this woman can get on the world stage and twerk her ass? Only for this coon can walk around with his cowhide skin covered in tattoos, looking like a complete minstrel? And y'all support and endorse this? And the reason why you brothers that I'm talking to now, who don't have critical thinking skills, who don't have any kind of discipline, who don't understand sacrifice, who only think on impulse, so every time you see a big ass, you get an erection, you're drooling after it. It doesn't matter if it's clean. It doesn't matter if she got somebody else's DNA swimming in it. It don't matter if she take care of it. All you see is a big ass, and like an old savage, there you are drooling at the mouth, running behind that big ass. Oh, that's a big ass. Would you see that ass? Look. And you 40 years old, Negro. I would reserve that for the guy that's just reaching puberty, who's in the bathtub or the shower, who just realizes, whoa, what is this? He can get a pass because he's reaching puberty. But you, Negro, at 40, and every big ass you see, you just got, oh, wow, you got a big ass. You're savage. You're coon. This is what you are, because that's the behavior that you project. And for those of you who say that this don't apply to you, because I'm not saying it applies to all black men. And for the brothers that it don't apply to, you need to step up to the plate, just like the sisters that it don't apply to. You need to step up to the plate and check this behavior. Because if you don't, by your silence, you are condoning it. This is completely unprecedented in the annals of human civilization, that you would have a race of people who are so dysfunctional that they embrace their own degradation. They not only embrace it, they promote it. You Negroes have no control. You Negroes don't understand that when you sit there and you look at these women and you have no clue that she's clean, you don't know if she takes care of herself, you don't know if she has an STD, it doesn't matter to you. You know, she walks around in 90-degree weather, and it's hot now. You can see I keep wiping myself. It's hot now. And these women, who, because they haven't been trained, their mother hasn't pulled them to the side and talked to her about the basics of feminine hygiene and the reason why you wear certain types of undergarment to absorb perspiration, because your body naturally is going to perspire. This is stuff that your mother tells your sisters and teaches her about the importance of being clean. But because these women don't know this, she'll walk around in a pair of extra tight painted on black jeans in 90-degree weather all day, never allowing her stuff a chance to air out or freshen up. And then this same heifer will wonder why she smells like raw fish. But it doesn't matter to you Negroes, though. It doesn't matter to you, because you'll still hit it. Because you already said it. I know her ass is fake, but I'll still hit it, though. I'll still eat it. Because that's what you Negroes are. And this is the reason why STDs are running rampant in the Negro community. This is the reason why 48% of black women 18 to 45 have genital herpes. This is the reason why black women leads the nation in new HIV and AIDS cases. This is the reason why 70% of all black babies born are to single parents, is because you Negroes are an oversexed race of people. And the only thing that this black man is good for in the eyes of the world, because this is what is projected to the world, the only thing that he's good for is winning NBA championships, football championships, and sex. That's it. And you notice I didn't say baseball, but that's a whole nother issue. Now, I know y'all don't like this. I know y'all disagree with this. But it is what it is. That display last night was degrading. It was raunchy. It was disrespectful to black women. It was disrespectful to black men. And the fact that those sponsors aren't backing out for next year's minstrel show lets you know where they are. This is how they see you. The NFL pulled away from that foolishness a long time ago with that incident with Janet Jackson. Roger Goodell in the NFL said, no, oh no, we can't go that route. We got too much money to lose here. We got to protect this logo. So therefore, we're going in the opposite direction of halftime, Super Bowl halftime entertainers. We're going to country. Because we know them guys ain't going to do nothing raunchy and stupid. But Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, and them coons, they're not going to perform at the halftime of the Super Bowl. It ain't going to happen. And they really were pushing the envelope with Beyonce. But they were able to get through that. But the NFL ain't going to go that route like these other networks and allow you Negroes to be complete minstrels on the world stage, because they want to protect that logo. They want to protect that brand. But the Billboard Music Awards and these other music award shows have no problem snatching you Negroes and allowing y'all to do what y'all have become known for. And that's not graduating from colleges. That's not getting advanced degrees. That's not opening up your own businesses. That's not controlling your own communities. That's not doing away with the drug dealers on the corner. That's not dealing with the guys who stand around the corner stores. That's not supporting education. That's not doing none of that. That's not what you're known for. What you're known for, black man, is to sit in a chair and allow this big butt heifer to climb on top of you and twerk her ass. Because it is what it is.